let's talk about perhaps the most notorious slave ship in London history, the Zong. Now, the Zong isn't originally from London, it's from Liverpool, and in 1781 she's travelling from Africa's Gold Coast to Jamaica with 442 enslaved Africans. But it's not smooth sailing. The captain falls ill, the chain of command breaks down, and when they get to the Caribbean, they get off course. They are 2 weeks away from Jamaica with only 4 days drinking water for everyone on board. Now, the ship has insurance about this kind of thing, but they do have to be sneaky about it. If the enslaved people on board die naturally, for example of dehydration, then the insurance won't pay out. But insurance will pay out for something called the general average, when a ship has to jettison some cargo in order to save the remainder. So the crew decides, well, let's say that the Africans count as cargo, and they throw 130 men, women and children overboard to save on water. 10 more decide they'd rather jump than wait to be pushed. When the ship finally does make it to Jamaica, they submit their insurance claim for £3,900 and the insurers say they're not going to pay, so the ship's company takes them to court. And the ship's company wins. The court agrees that the case is the same as if horses had been thrown overboard. So the insurers go to appeal, and at the appeal some fresh evidence emerges. The first mate testifies that while they were pushing the last people overboard, it was raining. They had plenty of water. In fact, they arrived in Jamaica with 420 gallons of fresh water on board. They were not throwing people overboard to save on water, they were doing it for the insurance money. So the insurers win their appeal, and the case becomes a rallying cry for the London abolitionist movement, which wasn't really a thing before this. Abolitionists like Olaudah Equiano, Thomas Clarkson, Ottobah Cugoano, James Ramsey and John Newton all write about it, and Granville Sharp even tries to get the crew prosecuted for murder, although it doesn't work. All these people who are kind of individually abolitionist start noticing each other, and by 1787 London has its first abolition society.